A very fine and a pleasant good morning to you all. I am Ruma Arora, presenting on the topic structure of atom from science, basically chemistry. Talking about atom, we should basically start with the matter. What is all matter? Which is mass. But the matter was discovered and was talked more about in the 18th and 19th century. Matter consists of small particles and these particles were called as atoms. So, atoms we can call as these were the some of the particles which were discovered in the 19th century. When talking about the 19th century, there were many theories were given. Atomic models were discovered during this 19th century. First one was the Dalton's atomic theory. So in Dalton's atomic theory, Sir discovered that atom is indivisible. When atom is indivisible, but this theory failed somehow. And then came the theory in the last of 19th century from Sir J.J. Thomson. He gave the cathode ray experiment. In that cathode ray experiment, electrons were discovered. Also, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for these electrons. Electrons, we can say these were the negligible mass they were having. They were so small, it was not even countable. So we can see that electron was negatively charged and the charge which was present on the electron was 1.602 into 10 raised power minus 19. And the mass we can see that it was 9.1 into 10 raised power minus 31. So we can feel how much smaller mass was it. It can be negligible and it was not countable. And during this cathode ray experiment, these electrons were discovered. And he was awarded the Nobel Prize for this. Also, he also discovered the mass upon charge ratio and said that mass upon charge ratio was fixed and constant. After this, his student Rutherford came. He also discovered, he did the golden foil experiment, alpha rays experiment. That alpha rays experiment, when he passed through the golden foil, he found that there is one small nucleus was present. In that nucleus, when Rutherford said that there electrons are present, for those electron negatively charged, protons should also be present. Some positive charge should also be present. So during this Rutherford experiment, he found that there were protons also present, which in the nucleus there were protons which were positively charged, and the charge present on them was 1.602 into 10 raised power minus 19. And the mass was approximately equal to 1.672 into 10 raised power minus 24. In that nucleus also there were present the neutrons. Neutrons were negatively charged, but the mass were approximately same of the protons and the neutrons. The neutrons was having the mass of 1.674 into 10 raised power minus 24. So the nucleus were having protons and the neutrons. Protons were positive and neutrons were negative. So we can also say that nucleus is positively charged. Around this nucleus there was the orbit in which the electrons revolved. Electrons were revolving in those shells, those orbit we can say. Because of the positive charge inside the nucleus, there was the electrostatic force between the positive and the negative charge, or we can say that between the protons and the electrons. There was electrostatic force by which electrons were revolving around it. Also there is one more concept. We can say that the atomic number is equal to the number of protons present in an atom. It may also happen electrons may be lost from the valence shell. When there is a loss of electron from the valence shell, it gets the positive charge. When there is a gain of the electrons in the valence shell, it gets the negative charge. So there are some isotopes also we can say. Isotopes are the increase in the number of protons we can say. Isotopes have the chemical energy. The chemical energy of the isotopes and the main atom is always same. After this Rutherford, there came the Bohr's theory. Bohr's quantum theory. Bohr's, we can say that Planck's theory of Planck's quantum theory, on which said that the electrons, the orbits on which it was revolving is based on the quantum numbers, as also on the electrons which were filled in the shells was according to the 2n square. But we can discuss it later. First of all, Rutherford had the eight candidates. Those were awarded the Nobel Prize. 3 from the atoms, who studied about the atoms and were awarded. First was the Rutherford, second was the Bohr, and third was the Born. So these were the candidates who were awarded the Nobel Prize for the working on atoms. This was my presentation, and we can discuss for the theory also later. Thank you so much.